Hello, good morning everyone.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine too, thank you. So, who's absent today?
No one.
That's really great. So, do you know what we are going to learn today?
Don't forget. What?
Forget, sir.
Okay. So last week we learned about the general status of announcements and also the social functions of the announcement. So, do you still remember what announcement is?
It's
Announcement.
information. It's a text that it functions to announce something.
Okay. Give applause to Farhan. So the announcements is a text that public text that its function is to give informations. I mean the specific information to the people that read it. And today we're going to learn about present perfect tense. Do you know what present perfect tense is?
No.
Okay. So present perfect is a tense that is used to indicate a link between the present and the past. I mean, when you do something in the past and then keep continuing in the present, then you should use the present perfect tense. So the time of the actions is before now, but not specified, and we are often more interested in the result than in the action itself. And for example, she has worked in the bank for 5 years. So which word that represents the present perfect tense?
Has work.
Has worked. Okay. So this word has worked gives information to us that she started working in the bank in the past, and now she still works in the same bank for 5 years. Keep continuing. And when do we use present perfect? The first one is to express the actions that started in the past and continuing in the present, and when the time period referred to has not finished, actions repeated in unspecified period between the past and now, and actions completed in the very recent past, and when the precise time of the actions is not important or not now. Here's the more explanation about it. First, actions started in the past and continuing in the present. Please, Malika, read the first sentence.
They haven't lived here for years.
So, which word that represents the present perfect?
Haven't lived.
Okay. And then, Wahid, please, the next sentence.
She has worked in the bank for 5 years.
So, which word that represents the present perfect?
Has worked.
Has worked. And we have had the same care for 10 years, and have you played the piano since you were a child? Is representing the actions that started in the past and continuing in the present. And then next, when the time period referred to has not finished. For example, I have work had this week. In this sentence, the period when I work to finish my work is not specified. So to the next sentence, it has rained a lot this year and we haven't seen her today. And next, present perfect also used to express actions repeated in a specified period between the past and now. Please, Lily, read the first sentence.
They have seen that film 6 times.
So which words that represent the present perfect? Okay, and next sentence, please, Mahira.
It has happened several times already.
Okay, so which word that referred to the present perfect?
Has happened.
Okay, has happened. And she has visited them frequently. We have eaten at the restaurant many times. So those 4 sentences express the actions that repeated in a specific period between the past and now. So it often done in several times, like 6 times, several times, frequently, or many times. And then actions completed in very recent past plus just. Please read it now, the first sentence.
Have you just finished work?
So which word that refer to the present perfect?
Have you just finished?
Okay. And for English, next sentence.
I have just eaten.
Okay. So the point of D is to express the actions that completed in very recent past. I mean, when you just recently done something, then you can use present perfect. Did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The last one is when the precise time of the actions is not important or not known. For example, someone has eaten my soup, and have you seen Gan with the mind? And she studied Japanese, Russian, and English. Those three sentences are not known when the people doing these activities like eating the soup and seeing Gan with the mind and studying Japanese. The time is not known or not precise. And next. So now we're going to talk about the formations of present perfect tense. So the present perfect of any verb is composed of two elements: the appropriate form of the auxiliary verb to have, present tense, that is has or have, plus the past participle of the main verb. The past participle means the verb 3 of the basic verbs. Did you get it? Yes. Okay, so the first one is affirmative of or positive sentence. So we need to put a subject at the first place and then followed by have or has. And the last one is past participle. For example, she has visited. So she must use has because she is singular noun.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Okay. And so the sentence will be she has visited. Why? She has visited, not visiting or visit. Because because we should use past participle. So what is the present form of the visited? Anyone? Visit. Yeah, great, thank you. And the next is negative sentence. So we have to put subject at the first and then have or has plus not plus participle. That the sentence will be she has not visited. And then interrogative sentence when we want to ask someone to use question at the end of the sentence because it indicates the interrogative or that we ask to someone. So the sentence will be has she visited, and it also almost the same as the negative interrogative. The negative interrogative is the sentence that is used to make sure that someone is do or not do something. For example, I mean the formations is have or has at the first place, and then plus not the subject, and past participle at the last, and add the question mark, and the sentence will be hasn't she visited? Did you get it?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, using the present perfect, we can define a period of time before now by considering its durations with for plus a period of time or by considering its starting point with since plus a point in time. For example, she has lived here for 20 years. So to use to express a period of time, we use for or since. For, exactly. And then she has lived here since 1981. To express a point in time, we should for or since?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, here's the example of the applications of present perfect tense in announcement text about giving informations. Please, anyone of you would be the volunteer to read this announcement? Yes, Mayra, thank you.
Announcement. The Students Association is recruiting the volunteers for the sport match event in the end of the semester. requirements. 1. Opens for grade 10, 11, and 12. Dedicated. The third, send registration to osismaba@gmail.com. Late on 23rd of August 2019. For those who have sent us the registration will be confirmed soon. For the information, please contact Afan.
Okay, thank you, Mahira. So, do you guys find present perfect on this announcement? Anyone? Present perfect on this sentence of this announcement.
Hassan.
Okay, Hassan. So, Farhan, what is the first or the present form of sent? Or
Is sent.
sent. Okay, thank you. Exactly. So this announcement use present perfect precisely on the sentence that said, for those who have sent us the registration will be confirmed soon. Did you get it? Okay, next it's time to do exercise. So that you should do is read and answer the questions individually at the first, and then if you finish reading and answering the questions, then you make a pair and discuss with your friends, only one friends, and then share with the whole class. And now, please do this exercise. I give this worksheet to you. I give you 5 minutes. Is enough?
Yes.
Let's do it individually.
Oh, yes.
What is the
Malika.
Have you done?
Yes.
2 minutes left to check your work.
Finish.
Okay, so if you're done reading and answering this announcement, then you make a pair and discuss with your friends next to you.
Okay.
Only 2 friends, only 2 students. Okay, so you have already read and answered the questions individually, and you have also making up here and discussing with your friends. And now I want some of you to represent the word in front of the class. So anyone will be the volunteer? Yes, Masin?
Listen.
Okay, you may.
Announcement. Dear fellows, to be informed that your registration has been verified, please check your email. Is there anyone who has sent us registration but still hasn't gotten confirmation yet? Please contact AFAN, United Students Association, 2019-2020.
Is she right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Give applause to Osin. And one more. Please kindly come forward.
Yes, sir. Sir, can I finish my turn?
Yes, sure.
Okay, sir.
Announcement. Dear fellows, to be informed that your registration has been verified, please check your email. Is there anyone who has sent us registration but still hasn't got the confirmation yet? Please contact AFAN, United Students Association of SMA 2019.
Is she right?
Perfect.
Okay. Your applause lady. Okay, well, students, so you have learned about the simple present perfect tense that is used in writing announcement text. And do you still have any difficulties concerning this present perfect tense? You may ask any questions about this if you want.
No.
No.
Okay. So time is up. Thank you for participating. Don't forget to study the next lessons and do your homework. And see you next time.
See you.